Good morning, everyone. I am preparing today Singaporean Black Pepper Chicken. But what I'm doing right now is marinating it. Usually, you need to marinate it for at least a half hour. I'm going to be marinating it for the day. But I also wanted to show you how we cut our chicken as well. We're going to cut it into quarter-inch strips. We'll talk more later when we're cooking it about the various things. The chicken still needs to be cut against its grain. I don't know if you could see these itty bitty lines here. So I'm going to cut it diagonally and in a not just diagonally this way, but also a little bit on an angle. So I'm going to cut them again in a quarter-inch strips thickness, and what we're going to marinate them with is a quarter. I'm sorry, we're going to marinate them with uh, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of uh, cornstarch. The And also, we're not going to put salt here because they're already, with the soy sauce, already salted. And in addition, when they're marinating for the rest of the day, the chicken is going to get a lot of salt from it. And I have here about a little over 2 pounds, so like 2 1/4. But if you're doing a pound or a little over a pound, just cut the quantity in half. All right, I'll show you in a minute how we're going to marinate. Now that our chicken is all cut up, I have here the 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, the 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and also our 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm going to mix them a little bit here. There we go. Obviously, you can use a fork or a whisk, but the hand works well. And there, look at that. See, they're like this. We're going to put them right over our chicken here. Put this away. I have a little bit of cornstarch left over on the bottom here. We'll put them. This is all related to all this, the sauce to bind to the chicken. And I'm using apple cider vinegar because I do not want to use white wine, which you'll see some of the recipes out there. They are calling for white wine, but I do not want to use that. And we'll talk later on tonight after we come home from work. God willing, we'll show you how we're going to cook it. Beautiful chicken, ready to go in the fridge. We'll cover her up with some saran wrap, and we'll head to work. Have a good day. Hello, everyone. Welcome home. You're back from work? Okay. We had our chicken marinated this morning, and you can just marinate it for a half hour. If you have your chicken ready and everything, it's okay. If you want to do it right away. Really, this dish is so easy to make. The most thing that takes time is just prepping the ingredients. So let's start with what I'm going to be doing. We'll go through as we're cooking what ingredients I'm using, but I'm also going to be chopping pretty much this size pepper. You could use one red, one green, but I had some little ones that were different colors I'm using. I had a smaller green one, and here's a red one I'm going to chop. So you need 2 peppers. I'm going to be using the full onion. Again, remember, this is for a little over 2 pounds of chicken. So for our friends in other parts of the world, so about a kilo of chicken that I have here. And this recipe was requested by one of our dear uh, subscribers and friends on your channel of Cook and Bake with Samir. All right, so what I'm doing here, I'm going to cut the pepper kind of along its own lines, trying to make it easy for me to take apart without the seeds. Look at that, huh? So there's a little trick for you today. And ta-da! Look at that. Very easy, very simple way. And I like to take these out also. Uh, there's those. We'll take this out. And I just want to show you on one of the peppers how we're cutting it. And then I'll also show you how I'm going to be cutting the onions. With the full peppers, I'm not only just cutting it like this, and let me go. I need to get my gloves on. I didn't put the gloves on. I'll be right back. But I'm also going to cut them in half. I don't, so that way when if somebody's eating with a spoon or a fork, they're able to do that. Oh, hello, I'm fully dressed now. All right, so let's get the pepper chopped here. This is the itty bitty one. I'm gonna put it in there like this. And let's finish this pepper. And after that, we're gonna chop the onion real quick, and then we'll be done with prepping. I prepped already all the liquid and dry ingredients there, and so we can prep all this. I'm going to be also using a full cup of chicken stock. Now, the original Singaporean black pepper chicken is with chicken stock. There's another name. Oh, I forgot the name. There's another name for one where they use pork stock. And but in Singapore, they're mainly using the chicken stock because of the various diversity of the culture over there in Singapore. So let's chop our onion. I'll show you just half. What I'm going to do really, I'm going to just cut it maybe 3 diagonally like this, and the rest is going to be thin chopped like this. So we'll have quarter moons. See how easy it is also chopping the onion? There we go. All right, and as soon as I'm finished with the onion, we're going to hop to the oven and start cooking. You'll see how quickly it is. And all right, don't go anywhere. And it's the stove and not the oven. And here I already have the wok preheated. I'm going to add in there 4 tablespoons of sesame oil. Now, if you don't have a wok like this, if you have a saute pan or a larger saute pan, that would work really well also. So don't worry about needing to have a wok, but the saute pan or a large frying pan would work really well for you as well. So we're going to pour our 4 tablespoons of sesame oil. And that's what we're starting with right now. And then we're going to put our chicken here, our marinated chicken. We want to spread it out as much as possible. And again, we are frying it a couple minutes on each side. What I'm thinking, to be honest with you, is I'm going to just do them in batches. so I don't do them all at the same time because I want them to sear, and I don't want them to just be bathed in there. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful there. Okay, that's about half of them. So usually, if you're doing just 1 pound or half a kilo, it'll work out really good. And we're just going to leave them again for 2.5 minutes. Turn them for another 2.5 minutes. Take them out. They're not fully cooked, so don't try to taste them. I wanted to let you know that when I put the chicken in there in the hot oil, it was splattering. I'm not sure if it's because of the type of sesame oil I was using. So what I recommend is uh, take it uh, take it away from the heat. Put the chicken in there. Actually, I even put the chicken on paper towel to dry them up a little bit, and put them in there. And then while it's cooking for the 2.5 minutes, cover it up so it doesn't splatter on you, which will be okay. Look at the beautiful sear on these on our chicken here, our chicken strips, if you want to call them. So we're going to turn them and quickly here, and then leave them for about 2.5 more minutes. Again, we are on medium high heat. All right. We'll come back and then we can start working on sauteing our vegetables. And then we'll put our sauce in there. It's been 2.5 minutes of our chicken searing over here. And we're going to look at that. Look at those beautiful. Again, don't eat them. Those overcooked a little bit. The oil was, I think, was a little maybe too hot, or but that's okay. I wanted to show you what happened to the other ones, and then we're going to right now start sauteing our vegetables, stir frying our vegetables. Sorry, gotta use the right words. There, there. Beautiful, beautiful. The flavors are going to be great. And we've already made some rice. Actually, the camera crew took care of the rice earlier with the vermicelli. If you want to see how I make it, I do have it's in the video. I need to make one just separately with the rice, but I have it currently with one of my chicken dishes as well. Just the last one I posted. We'll tell you later. All right. So here's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to put in here. I have uh, 2 tablespoons of minced ginger. I have it mixed with the garlic, and 6 minced cloves of medium-sized garlic. We're going to put them in here. I'm turning the heat down to medium, and we'll start sauteing our vegetables for about a couple minutes on each side. But let's first take care of our flavors over here. Our ginger, oh, beautiful smell over here. Beautiful, beautiful aroma. Oh, quickly, right away. Look, that's it. I'm putting my onions in there. So about 30 seconds. Here we go. I did not separate them from the peppers. It's okay, you know. Just working on those. Let's saute them here with the garlic and the ginger. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice. I was debating whether to add another tablespoon of sesame oil, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think because it uses it on the chicken. This is something to look at. Uh, yeah, I can use my special measuring device over here. It's sesame oil. Hold on, edit, edit, edit. Here you go, another tablespoon of pure sesame oil. There we go. Oh, yeah, it needed it. I needed I wanted those onions to sweat a little bit in there. Very, very special. Very, very nice here. Let's leave them for another minute and then we'll come back and add our peppers and do a couple more minutes together. Let's put the rest of our peppers and onions in here. If you had the onions separated, they wouldn't be hiding inside the peppers here. Beautiful, beautiful. This is very nice. There we go. Very nice. I think I need a bigger wok. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. What I'm going to do is right now, actually, uh, while this is sitting here for a couple minutes, I'm going to do 1 minute and then flip them and then another minute. But I'll bring it over. I have my 6 tablespoons of soy sauce and my 2 tablespoons of, uh, I'll bring them, you want to see them here? Yeah, I'll bring them here, it's fine. I want to mix them together. My 6 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, just to dilute them a little bit, just like that, and get them ready in the meantime while our friends over there are cooking. Again, you can use a fork, you can use a whisk, and you can use your fingers like that. Like I did this morning, less dishes. You get good points that way. No, it just then I'll wash my hands anyway with the gloves. But see, there we go. Now I diluted the. Actually, it's really much easier, to be honest with you, than using the fork or the whisk. All right. Uh, we're gonna flip our onions and vegetables after I wash my hands and dry them up. All right. Another here. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. They're looking good. Another minute, and I'm going to start adding the sauce in here. All right, so they've been here total for 2 minutes, and I'm going to move them on the side a little bit. I know they want to come down. If I had a big wok, those would be nice. I was thinking to take them out and put them here, but let's see what happens, okay? So we're gonna put this on the side. I have a cup of chicken stock. I also have 3 tablespoons of sugar. I'm mixing them together here, just a little bit. And then I'm going to put the sauce right down here, and then we'll add the other ingredients. So again, I have a cup of um chicken stock with 3 tablespoons of sugar. All right, very nice. And next, we have our 6 tablespoons of soy sauce with the 2 tablespoons of cornstarch going in. We have our apple cider vinegar. We're going to have 4 tablespoons, and we're going to have our 2 tablespoons of black pepper. It's going to go everywhere. And we're going to have half a teaspoon of salt. Again, remember, this is for uh, 1 kilo or 2 pounds, 2.2 pounds. All right, so now I'm going to mix it together to thicken up a little bit with our vegetables over here. It's on medium heat. We're going to let it sit here for 4 minutes. Okay, and then we will add our chicken, but I'll taste the sauce after the 4 minutes to see how it is. Then we can add our chicken to fully cook it in here for about a minute or so. And then we can eat with the yummy rice. Okay, don't go anywhere again, huh? Wait for me. I'll be back. A quick 2 minute update. See, they're thickening up here, and about every minute stir them. I forgot to mention that in there. Maybe I'll do a voiceover, or I'll you could see it. So again, about every minute, I would recommend to stir it. So, all right, couple more minutes, and we'll be ready to add the chicken. All right, they've been now total 4 minutes. Beautiful. They're looking really nice. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right. So let me. I wanted to taste the sauce and everything here. By the way, I forgot to mention in the beginning. If you want it spicy, you can mince 1 or 2 uh, hot peppers. Mince them and add them with the stir fry and mix them in there. Those would be no kidding. You need to try it, camera crew. And it's not just tasty; it is delicious. It's got all those flavors mixed in there. You have the garlic, you have the ginger, and all those other flavors from the peppers and the onions. And you think, oh, what are these things we're adding? It's just an amazing, amazing flavor. All right, let's add our chicken in here. I'm going to add it for about a minute. Uh, I'm still on. By the way, when I was tasting it, I did turn it to low just so it doesn't splatter on me. I will put it back to medium because, as I mentioned, we need them to cook together a little bit to make sure everything is fully cooked. But they're going to be so tender, and I noticed for some reason some pieces like I miscutting it or something. But that's all right. Somebody will get a bigger piece than the other, and I'll tell them not to tell anyone if they complain. Tell them, hey, don't tell. Here's one. See, it's a little bigger than the others. I'll cut it right now. Here we go. I'll cut it. Maybe not. I'll leave it. Oh, it's cutting. There we go. It's in there. But the flavor of the chicken, we're going to taste it in the dish. All right, I love it. All right, I'm going. I want to leave it for a minute right now to fully cook and fully get absorbed from all these flavors that we tasted. Our chicken here has been cooking for uh, finishing up in 1 minute. I'm going to put some on the side. You can, thank you. I'm going to put also some of these peppers here. Uh, you can put it on top of the rice. I'm just really doing it for you. Probably most of the time when I eat it, to be honest, I'll put it on top of the rice. And I want this one, but it's running away from me. I think I'm using the wrong utensil. Oh, look at that. Here we go. Thank you. All right. Our dish is ready to eat. And let's start with the rice to see how the camera crew did on this one. And it has the vermicelli in there. The other one we did it with the uh, not butter chicken, but the other one, the chicken tikka masala. I'm giving the camera crew thumbs up. Next time you just do the rice. It tastes better than mine. Mm. It's really, really good. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let's taste the chicken. Oh, you cut it. It's like butter because of how we cut it when I was cutting into it right now. I just want to taste it by itself, and then we'll taste it with the rice. I know I put a little pepper, but let me taste it by itself. That sauce with the marination, the chicken breast is so smooth, it's so tasty, but that sauce is amazing. Let's let's marry all these ingredients together: the peppers, the onions, the little sauce, the little rice with the chicken, and there's different peppers. Let's put two different peppers. That chicken is seared amazingly. It's so beautiful, so tasty. It reminds me of the day when I had it in Singapore when I was there. Um, you really, really need to try it. You really need to cook it. It's really not difficult. Most of the time that it takes is really related to. Uh, I'm not gonna get in trouble this time. I'm going to give this one to the camera crew. That was a surprise. Um, it's a beautiful flavor. Again, ours we did not make it spicy. If you wanted it spicy, you can add uh, the chili, couple chili peppers, one or two, depending how much you want. But mince them and put them with the peppers when you're doing the stir frying of the peppers and the onions. Put them together there. Yum yum yum. All right. I'm glad our friend asked us to make one of these. It gives the whole family uh, this flavor here that I haven't given them for a while. But it's so tasty, so delicious. Please don't forget to subscribe. Watch my other videos. It might inspire you to think about certain dishes that you'd like me to make as well. Um, and also, you'll find me on Facebook, Instagram, and some of the other platforms out there. Until next time, you take care. Bye bye.